What, you're 18 years old?
Yeah, I'm 18 years old. Yes, sir.
Well, where do you get the revenue to buy cash houses?
What do you mean by that? I have hard money, brother. Hard money lenders. I've been doing this. I dropped out of high school. I've been doing this since I was about 16 and a half. And we scaled up. I mean, we got a full team at this point, brother. I got like 13 employees, so.
Okay, well, did you come up with any numbers for me?
So this is what I'm looking at. I'm seeing, I know I shot you that comparable, and there's a lot of them. That's a high-end after repair value of 425. And I mean, for us to make money on this thing, we're going to have to be sitting in the 200s. And if that's not going to work for you, I don't want to waste your time and I don't want to piss you off. But if you do want to sell it cash, what's that?
That won't work for me in the 200s.
You have to be in the 300s?
Oh, yeah. You know, like I have to be right around 320, like what I told you.
For cash?
I don't care what it is. You know, if I sell it to Joe Blow for more than that, it's still going to be cash in my pocket.
No, I understand that. Because I'm thinking, really, what do I think it would list for as is? I'm scared that it wouldn't even list over 300 as is. I don't know that.
Well, it'll list it for 325. Or 335, excuse me.
335 as is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cleaned out.
Yeah, just a quick clean out. Okay. And I get that. So, I mean, after your fees and whatnot, you'll pay about 20, just a quick 8%, might be 9, just call it 26 to 30 grand. So still, I mean, you'd be walking away with low 300s and you have to sit. But if you're not worried about time, I can't argue that. I'm not the type of guy, I mean, I don't see this as sales, right? I see it, I mean, if we can make numbers work, we can make numbers work. And it just all depends. Like if you want to wait for it on the market, you want to deal with the lowball offers, etc., then I understand it. Because I think for this to work for us, I mean, I think the highest I could push to really where my team wanted to be would be 250. That's in a dream world. I could probably get my hard money guy to approve around 260 to 265. And we could close this up in 7 days. So like I'm not worried about the closing time and whatnot. So that's the value I could provide is I can get it done, take it as is. You don't have to do the clean out. But if you want to walk away with that extra, 20, 30 grand, I can't do anything about that because that's where my profit sits. You know what I mean? The thing I'm worried about is when you sign with that realtor and you start getting offers, I'm worried that, I'm not saying you'd come back to me, but I'm worried you'd sell it to an investor and then there's that 3% out of that once you sign with them. Because I see this as a flip. I really do. And do you think it would pass FHA and VA inspection sitting as it is?
Just a little bit of plumbing work and then, it's got some woodpecker holes in it.
So are you going to do the plumbing and the siding, or are you going to try to add that in and get a conventional buyer and just try to, you know what I mean?
Give them a few $1,000s off to have that repaired.
Okay, I get you. But you're not going to put that money in. You don't want to throw anything into this?
No, not at this time. We've been bleeding money through there through taxes and utilities since October. So
of course you could throw it up for that. And I know he's your cousin, but any realtor, it's hard. It's hard to fight that game for me because realtors get paid. The higher they list it, the more they make. For me, the lower I get it, the more I make. So at the end of the day, it's a hard battle. And I can't tell you I can compete with realtors because they could say they could list it for 350, but at the end of the day, you might walk with 300. There's always that gray area in between. You know what I mean? Really, the highest I'd want to be, I just ran numbers again. Even with an after repair value, if I could push that up to 435, which I think's pushing it based off of what I saw. Still, I mean, and that's times 0.75, and it's because it's Blaine. I mean, usually we're running 0.7 to make more, but I'd overpay for just the flip because it's in Blaine, and I know my holding costs aren't going to be bad because once it's redone, it'll sell in a few days. So that's why I would overpay for it, but I think me overpaying is still, I think most investors would be sitting 240, 250, maybe 260. I think I could probably, even if my hard money lender guy, if he says, hey man, I can get 255, I'd come out of pocket 10 grand of my own money and make it 265, but I don't think I could pay over 265.
Just 265 isn't going to work for me.
I'd do a quick inspection period, just walk it once or twice, bring my contractor. I wouldn't drag you along in this because honestly, it's a flip and blame. I haven't got a flip and blame in months, brother. So at the end of the day, I'd be interested. Let me know. Keep me in your back pocket. Because just from what I saw, I feel like 335 is a high listing price. I'm just worried you'll get those lowball offers from investors even on the market, which you will, which doesn't mean you got to take them. But at the end of the day, and then that FHA and VA, just keep it all in mind. I could be a quick, easy out if you want that, but I can't fight against that price. At the end of the day, if price is the most important thing, and not ease and whatnot, that's what I provide at the end of the day.